Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and today I want to talk about the first Omen, and this is just gonna be a quick review. I just came back from seeing the movie, and I was excited for this movie, just because I love the original Omen from 1970 something. It's from the 1970s, okay? It's an amazing horror movie, and again, I think that in terms of like status, I think that the first Omen is as legendary as the first Exorcist movie, you know? That's how much I enjoy that first Omen movie. It's amazing, it's amazing. And I was excited for this one, and I thought at first that this might be a reboot of the entire franchise when I saw the first teaser trailer, but then I found out that this is actually a prequel to the original movie. And I was like, okay, that's interesting, I am in. That's exciting, you know? So I was very excited going in, and I gotta tell ya, this movie, hands down, is the best religious-themed horror movie of the past, like, at least 5 years. Or maybe even 10, I don't know. Yeah, probably maybe even 10. This movie is really good. This movie is really good. You know, like a week ago or so, I did a review for Immaculate, another religious-themed horror movie. This one is better, but they are sort of similar, which is interesting. Like both, take place in Italy, and both are about like a young woman that travels from the U.S. to Italy, right? But this movie is really good. This movie is really, really good. It deals with some like really heavy themes of like abuse and all that, but my god, it is beautiful. Like, the cinematography of this is gorgeous. This movie takes place in Rome. Like, a lot of it takes place in Rome, and it is just beautifully shot. And I had same thoughts about Immaculate. That movie was also looking gorgeous, you know? And this one also does look absolutely amazing, you know? Also, the fact that this is a prequel to the original, I was afraid that it might do something similar to, like, I don't know, The Exorcist Believer from last year, which that's a movie that I hate. It was just an awful sequel to the original Exorcist. It was awful. This one is really good, and I am just so happy that this year we're getting so many great religiously themed horror movies, and it just makes me so happy. It makes me incredibly happy. And this one is really good. Again, I don't want to spoil the story at all, just because I think that this movie really deserves to be seen on a big screen. But again, it really deals with some, heavy themes of, like, abuse and about just stuff like that, you know? It's also really scary, actually. I believe it's R-rated, and the movie actually is scary, which is absolutely awesome, you know? Also, Immaculate wasn't really supernatural. There wasn't really anything supernatural about Immaculate, which, I found a little disappointing. Not entirely, because I enjoyed the story of that movie, but this one has some supernatural elements to it, and that's beautiful, and it's amazing. So, yeah, this is just a quick review of the first Omen. It's really good, and I really highly recommend seeing this movie. It is one of the best religiously themed horror movies of the past 5-10 years. It is that good, and I might do a spoiler talk like I did with Immaculate. I'm not sure, but I might. But this one is really good. This one is really good. So thank you so much for watching. I highly recommend seeing this movie. It is a good prequel to an exceptionally good horror film. It's funny because this movie is called The First Omen, and whenever I refer to The First Omen, like the first Omen movie from the 70s, I refer to it as The First Omen, so now it's kind of confusing, but at least this movie is just not called The Omen, you know? So that's, at least that's good. So yeah, this movie is good, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.